Imagine seeing a tiny motorhome that looks like it came straight out of a classic road trip movie, but somehow feels modern, stylish, and incredibly practical at the same time. That is exactly what makes this compact retro camper so fascinating. With its rounded body, deep green and cream exterior, large windows, and extremely compact proportions, this little motorhome is designed to deliver the feeling of a full camping adventure without the size and complexity of a traditional RV. At first glance, the design immediately grabs your attention. The combination of dark green and warm cream gives this camper a beautiful vintage character, while the polished metal trim adds an elegant classic touch. The rounded front end makes the vehicle look almost like a miniature classic bus, and the compact three-wheel style appearance gives it a completely different personality from conventional motorhomes. The large curved windshield provides a wide forward view, while the side windows bring plenty of natural light into the living space. Moving around the exterior, one of the most noticeable features is the compact side entry door. Despite the small overall size, the doorway appears tall enough to provide comfortable access to the interior. Just above and beside the door, the curved bodywork creates a smooth aerodynamic appearance instead of the boxy shape normally associated with campers. On the side, there is a large rectangular window with curtains inside. This is important because windows are one of the biggest advantages of a tiny camper. They make the interior feel larger, brighter, and more connected to the outdoors. Imagine parking beside a beach, forest, mountain road, or quiet lake, opening the curtains in the morning, and having the scenery become part of your living room. Another interesting exterior feature is the extended awning. When opened, it creates a small shaded outdoor area beside the camper. That simple addition can completely change the camping experience. You could place a small chair or table underneath it, enjoy breakfast outside, relax with a cup of coffee, or simply stay protected from the sun while keeping the camper door open. The roof also appears to include a compact ventilation or roof-mounted unit. Ventilation is extremely important in a small living space because even a tiny camper can become warm when the sun is shining. A roof vent can help move fresh air through the cabin and reduce heat and condensation. Now let's take a look at the front. The front section has a wonderfully retro appearance, with round headlights, chrome-style detailing, and a curved nose. The headlights are positioned prominently on either side, while the central front section gives the camper its unmistakable vintage identity. The polished trim running around the body also gives the vehicle a premium appearance. But the real magic happens when you imagine stepping inside. Although the exterior is compact, the interior appears to be organized around efficient use of every available centimeter. The large side window suggests that the living area could feel surprisingly open. Warm lighting, curtains, and wood-toned surfaces create a cozy atmosphere rather than making the space feel like a simple vehicle cabin. A compact camper like this could potentially be arranged with a small sleeping area, a seating space that converts into a bed, compact storage, and a miniature kitchen or food preparation area. Instead of wasting space on large furniture, everything would need to serve more than one purpose. A bench could become a bed. A table could fold away. Storage could be built underneath seating platforms, while overhead cabinets could hold clothing, cooking equipment, and camping supplies. And that is really the biggest advantage of this concept: efficiency. You don't need a huge living room to enjoy the freedom of traveling. You need smart design. A tiny camper can provide a place to sleep, relax, eat, store essential gear, and escape bad weather, all within an extremely small footprint. The compact dimensions could also make this kind of vehicle much easier to maneuver than a full-size RV. Tight roads, small parking areas, coastal routes, and scenic viewpoints that might be difficult for a large motorhome could potentially become much more accessible. Of course, the exact engine, battery system, fuel economy, interior equipment, dimensions, and price cannot be confirmed from this image alone. The vehicle shown should therefore be treated as a visual concept or design reference rather than proof of a specific production model or specification. But visually, it represents an exciting direction for future compact camping. Instead of building enormous motorhomes with multiple rooms, manufacturers and designers could focus on lightweight materials, clever storage, efficient energy systems, and multifunctional furniture. Imagine combining solar power on the roof with LED lighting, a compact refrigerator, USB charging, efficient ventilation, and a small water system. Suddenly, this tiny vehicle could become a practical mobile base for weekend adventures or extended road trips. And perhaps the most impressive thing is the lifestyle it represents. This isn't just about having a vehicle. It's about having the freedom to wake up somewhere new, make breakfast while looking at the ocean, drive along a mountain road during the afternoon, and park somewhere peaceful before sunset. The retro styling makes the experience even more special. The green and cream color combination, rounded body, chrome accents, curtains, and classic proportions create a nostalgic feeling, while the compact layout suggests a much more modern approach to travel. So, is a tiny camper like this the future of affordable road travel? Maybe. As housing costs rise and travelers look for simpler ways to explore, compact mobile living could become increasingly attractive. A vehicle that uses less space, potentially consumes fewer resources, and still provides a comfortable place to sleep could be exactly what many adventure seekers are looking for. From its distinctive rounded exterior to its cozy interior possibilities, this little retro camper proves that bigger doesn't always mean better. Sometimes, the smartest home on wheels is the one that gives you just enough space to live comfortably while giving you almost unlimited freedom to explore. And that's what makes this tiny camper so fascinating. It may be small in size, but the possibilities for adventure are anything but small.